Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Welcome back in the place to be with the CBDC Asset Group. Thank you for being a part of the group. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Today we've got a crazy narrative that I just want to share with you guys. What do you think about this? Payments linkage by China, Russia, and India can challenge SWIFT hegemony. This is done in 2019. An alternative to the Society of Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications, also known as SWIFT, global payment system, which is being drawn up by China, Russia, and India, has a fair chance to end the dominance of the US dollar in the global financial sector. Russian news outlet RT reported Monday that China, Russia, and India are working on some alternative to SWIFT that would connect an eye-catching 3 billion people in the 3 BRICS emerging economies. SWIFT is an interbank nonprofit cooperative organization that provides transaction clearance services for its member banks. SWIFT takes strictly neutral position. However, the U.S. has great influence on the organization to the point that it's capable of controlling SWIFT, industry observers say. CHIPS is an important component of SWIFT, as well as the key method for conveying payments into the U.S. dollar, processing transactions, and making electronic payment transfers and clearances. CHIPS deals with cash flows, while SWIFT is for information communication. According to RT, Russia, India, and China aim to connect their financial messaging systems to bypass SWIFT. Russia's financial messaging system, SPFS, will be linked with China's cross-border interbank payment system, CIPS. India plans to combine the Central Bank of Russia's platform with the domestic services that is under development. Now, do you find it weird that India is still under development, even though we know that Ripple gave them the blueprint to crypto legislation, payments, systems, and development? So how is it that they're still behind? Globally, several countries, including Venezuela, Iran, and Russia, are working on ways to bypass U.S. hegemony in the financial sector after the U.S. used SWIFT to carry out its sanctions. The U.S. is trying to dictate its rules and conditions to the other states in the world through trade, tariff, and sanction. Creating an alternate SWIFT arrangement for Russia's, China's, and India's monetary transfers will allow them to set up more modern and locally grounded arrangement. It will also provide them with autonomy from a singular system that makes these 3 subservient to Western-controlled financial transactions. Okay, now let's look at the Western point of view. The West could cut Russia from SWIFT. This guy's smiling. It's Christmas time for him. He's all happy and stuff. This guy's like, we're going to use the full force of the economic power of the United States to lean on Russia. The West must send a strong message to Russia to deter it from invading Ukraine, including cutting Russia off from the SWIFT payment system, sanctioning the Nord Stream 2 pipeline, and strengthening NATO's eastern flank. Hours before U.S. President Joe Biden and Russian President Vladimir Putin are to discuss Ukraine in a video conference, Latvian Foreign Minister Edgars Rinkevics told Reuters, Russia needs to know in advance what the economic price tag is. Okay, now let's see if we can sift through this BS that they're trying to feed us. Okay, look at this. Ripple's policy framework for India. More like an expansion strategy. This is from 2020. Following Binance, Ripple has turned to India, a country that receives the highest remittance and that could be one of the largest markets in the Asia-Pacific in terms of remittance. On 18th of June, Ripple published a policy paperwork to provide Indian legislators with recommendations for regulatory framework for digital assets. Even though the paper extensively covered the policies and regulations adopted by countries around the world to keep crypto in check, the paper's main focus appeared to be on Ripple's on-demand liquidity, ODL service, and XRP. Considering the population of crypto users and the remittances received and sent by Indians, it would be a great market for Ripple to enter. However, the current regulatory environment has been weary of Ripple services. In March 2019, Ripple had partnered with the commercial private bank in the country, Federal Bank, to enable it to use its cross-border remittance system. However, The draft bill surfacing and calling for a ban on crypto transactions did make matters complicated not only for the crypto businesses in India, but the international businesses seeking to establish their presence in the country. Ripple has had a way with the regulators, as in 2019, in an open letter to Congress by the company, urged for fair regulations for crypto when the world regulators were shaken by Facebook's Libra announcement. So, Ripple is in contact with India. Ripple is also in contact with Iran. They have a pairing. The adoption of cryptocurrency in different countries varies greatly, and Iran has been one to closely monitor. After SWIFT suspended some Iranian banks in 2018 from using its messaging system, Iran has been looking for an alternative, and cryptocurrencies seem to fit like a glove. Meanwhile, XRP, the digital asset that is perfect for cross-border transactions, was not accessible on any of the Iranian crypto exchanges. And then Nobotex came along. So now you can pair their fiat currency with Ripple. We already know that the Bank of Russia in 2018, their innovation laboratory, said that the results of their find was that the Ripple platform can be the basis for starting work for cross-border payment remittance. They already have addresses on the Ripple net. National Settlement Depository of Russia has a Ripple connection. They're talking explicitly about the use of Ripple and also the use of XRP. I'm huge on narrative. I'm going to keep repeating this. I'm big on narrative. And could this be the story that finally breaks this thing wide open? That puts the use case for Ripple and XRP and the on-demand liquidity that Ripple provides? Could this be what sets them free and sends us to the moon? I don't know, but it's getting hot in here and it's interesting as hell, and I'm enjoying the ride. So every single partner of Russia who says that they're pulling away from SWIFT is all using Ripple technology. It's looking very promising for all XRP holders. I truly believe this is the greatest digital asset of all time and the greatest wealth distribution in the history of man. I'm so thankful that I'm here. I'm thankful that you guys are here. I'm thankful that it's getting ready to pop. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to leave you with this clip of Jamie Dimon one more time. He has an idea that he called before it happened. Let me know what you guys think about what I'm saying. Do you think these partnerships are real? Have you looked into them? Let me know in the comments below. See you guys on the next one.
And there's a central bank. Now, of course, they can misuse it, the central bank, and inflate it. So there is a use case for Bitcoin. If you live in Venezuela, North Korea, or if you're a criminal, great product. I mean that. It's better than cash or deposits in that country, Cuba, you know. But this is the last time I'm ever going to answer a question about Bitcoin because I really don't care.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.